recent services code 0707967032. 0707967032. Thank you.
Senior Dave TV.
Kuna karao fulani aliniweka chini ya kitanda. Kamwambia nilikuambia mambo ya karao siku unaniambia hao ni pesa tu wananyamaza. Mkubwa niko chini. Nyamaza. Sikiza, mkubwa niko chini saa hii. Nitakuwekea kwa account ujipange. Haya. So uliwekewa pesa? Niko pesa ngapi? Pesa mimi nikasema kuna message nyingine naona akimwambia na yule mdemu unataka tumfanyie nini? Akamwambia kama kawaida lakini msiue. Mimi si muuaji. Kama kawaida ni muuaji. Mimi ni
zinoka. Angalia nini?
Sisi ni muuaji. Manje hakuna kitu unanifanyia ni muuaji.
Njoo nastuka nikiona hawa watu. Aya, kubene nyenye. Ulipata nguo?
Unajikomeana hapa. Uko nayo?
Ofisa huyu ulimpea zile manguo juu nilisikia akisema sijui alimwagiwa sijui. Okay, Mr. Collins. Unanifanyisha kazi kubwa na idea mkubwa na kuletea police station.
Sofia iko kalia kitu.
Mbona mnanitreat vizuri? Mmenitreat hivi from ini
sasa nikwambia yani maabusu. You are guilty.
Wewe songa hapa. Songa hapa.
Okay.
Collins.
Yes.
Are you Collins Kelly Kaimbe?
I'm done.
Raise your voice kindly.
Said I'm the one.
So Collins Kelly Kaimbe, how long have you worked for Senior Dave? Or with Senior Dave for that matter?
A period of 2.5 months.
2.5 months?
Sure.
But your employer here is telling us that you have been with him for 2 months. Now you have added your half month.
He's right.
Who is right, who is wrong?
He's right. Since he has paid me for the 2 months and they are complete. Now, this is the half months.
That means you have not been working for the last half. That is what you are saying. That is why he is saying that you have worked for 2 months.
Okay, officer. I think even in the records, in the books and in the records, they don't say actual days and dates. I've decided to tell you the actual duration that we've worked or we've been together.
So do you want to tell us if you are born in 2000, there are no dates or days or whatever? That is what you tell us.
Okay, my boss didn't mention the half month because we've been busy in the missions. And as you can see, which date are we? Or what date are we?
It is interesting. Leave it alone.
Okay.
If I remember a time like this, I mean in such a scenario, you told me that it is in records, it is in your recordings that you have worked with Senior Dave for 6 months. So, and now you are telling us that you have worked with him for 2.5 months. Are you the same person who said so?
I can say I'm not the other or a wrong person. We've been together with the senior since the aftermath of my past history for 6 months now. You asked, the other time you asked, how long have we been with the senior, not how long have I worked with the senior, if I'm not wrong. And I answered it correctly.
So you have been with the senior for 6 months, but you have worked for
2.5 months.
For 2.5 months?
Sure.
And he says that you have worked for 2 months.
Okay.
Leave it alone. It's okay. You have talked about your past. What was all about your past? Tell us about your past.
Do you want to narrate the whole story since I was born? Do you want me to go back?
Which past were you talking about? I'm not the one who had mentioned your past first. You are the one who was telling us. Tell us about that past.
So am I here start to narrate stories about my life? You've accused or alleged me falsely, and you are here telling me that I should sit here.
You young man, you are going too far. You are going too far. You are out of what you are talking here. You are the one who has said about your past. Can you tell us about that past of 6 months? That is what you want to know.
Okay, my past is I had a wife, a kid, and I had a business. I was guilty on some circumstances. I was taken to jail. I reformed, I changed, and now here I am in Senior Dev Studios. I'm working here. That's what I can say.
Yeah, that is what I was looking for.
Yes.
Now, last time.
Mr. Officer,
Yes.
can I disturb you just a minute?
Yes, do so.
Mr. Collins, when you sit in this manner so that my people can see, you know, they love looking at someone else.
Face the camera. That is what he's saying.
You need to understand, maybe, this, Mr. Collins.
I have an issue with my back. Can I lean on the chairs kindly? Okay.
Collins, I remember last time that you were here, I was accusing you of not being trustworthy to your boss, especially in the mission that we are conducting, whereby we have invested everything that we have, our minds, our emotions, our resources, and our everything, to see that we rescue the boys, actually the colleagues or your colleagues that were abducted. Can you narrate to us how you escaped the last mission that you were with Senior Dave and Officer Charles? How did you escape that mission?
Okay, I do respect you, and I respect your work, your experience, and okay, let me not call it a form of a repetition, but I'll do as you say.
You have a lot of words. Can you go straight to what I've asked you to do?
It's a repetition actually. I already said it, how I managed to maneuver through the forest. Okay, the very day, I'll repeat as it was. We were in a tough mission in a forest, somewhere in Kajiado. Then the goons were all over. They were attacking from both sides. And I overheard them coming from a distance on our behind. Because I was the one on the back, I was keeping watch from the back. And here, if I'm not lying, Officer Charles is here. I was in the front taking cover for the 4 of us. So I had to step back. So maybe I took my life in danger, but later on it saved me. That's how that's how I escaped from the goons. And I had to stay calm wherever I was. That's when I heard my boss shouting, "Leave my phone alone." And he tried to fight with the goons. They fought, but I remained calm until there was no more noise. That's when I took heed to go back and try to find a conveyance out of the forest. Because I had 2 phones. One which my boss had ordered the Uber to take us back to Kasarani. I had it in my hand, and we communicated with the Uber driver, and he took me up to Kasarani. I think I've explained myself, and I've answered.
What did you do to save your colleagues after you noticed that there were ones who were behind you? What was your first reaction to save your colleagues?
Okay. Maybe whatever I saw on the scene might have not accumulated my mind to go back and save my...
Stop being petty. Go straight to the answer.
Okay.
What did you do to save your colleagues?
Is it my duty to save? That's my first question.
So it is not your duty. So
how will life save?
Listen, so you did nothing to save them?
I did nothing.
Stop it there.
Yeah.
That is what I wanted to say. How long did it take you to report?
Okay, about reporting.
I'm not yet. How long did it take you to report to any authority or to any person about the abduction of your employer and the Officer Charles?
Okay, about reporting, as you've asked and you had asked earlier on.
I've told you stop being petty. Go straight to the point.
I'm not being petty.
How long did it take you to report?
You're accusing me falsely, and you're not giving me time to express
just say
myself.
As it is. How long did it take you?
You're not giving me any...
Say it 1 day, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Any convicted person is
no,
given...
No. Say it directly.
Okay, so
how long did it take you?
You want to find me guilty, right? Because I didn't report on time.
Which time are you talking about? Which on time are you talking about? So
okay.
There is a certain time that you are supposed to report. Tell us, how long did it take you to report?
Of not saving my colleagues, of not reporting the matter.
I have told you stop being... My friend, you are being petty. How long did it take you to report to any person, to any authority? How many hours?
Some hours.
How many hours is some hours?
It took me some hours to get to the house.
How many hours?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Stop it there.
And it was...
Stop it there. Dark. Stop it there. So you don't know how long it took you to report? It's okay. Interesting. How did you reach in that house of yours? And in which condition were you? Or in which state? Were you bruised? Were you injured? How?
Not that I was not attacked.
You are not attacked?
Bruises are there because you are in the forest. There were thorns. And
do you have any medical reports about your bruises and your injuries? Say it yes or no.
No.
No. Interesting. Hey. So, Officer Charles.
Yes, sir.
This guy is claiming that during that very day, He was the only escapee in that mission. You are an officer, a trained officer. Who knows how even to dodge bullets, but you are not able to escape attack from goons, but he was able.
Okay, I was not attacked because I was on the front line taking cover. So I don't know how he escaped.
You really don't know?
I don't know how because I was not there.
So ulimkosa tu all of a sudden?
Yeah. How many times have you escaped in those missions?
That was the second time, if I'm not wrong.
Which was the first time?
The first time is the time that I was taking the videos. I was hiding. I hid behind the trees, bushes. The time that you were naked, the time that those goons did that shit to you, I made the whole world see
that I was naked.
No, what they are capable of. You are a trained officer, but they managed to do that to you.
We never know
Yeah.
who was behind it. Tell us.
Yeah,
Tell us
so-
who's behind that.
I also came and took you, you remember?
So, yeah.
After ulikimbia ukajificha in a certain bush, and I came and gave you a shot. And we went with you together. I helped you to get through the forest with the camera light. So that was the first time.
So you are trained and talented in escaping when other people
Okay,
are
it's not my energy.
Listen, when other people are being abducted or they are in danger, you all the time you are capable of escaping, and you are. It's not by your powers.
I can feel
it is God's powers.
There is
what are you telling us?
There's something in you that you don't understand. My statements. It's not by mighty or by strength, but
it is by God.
By God's favor.
Thank you, God.
And we ought to thank Him.
So that's why you want to tell us.
I owe your God something. I owe your God something.
So that's why you help the Mabuso to escape.
The way you have been escaping.
So you're accusing me that I helped the Mabuso to escape.
So you have that talent.
You are escapee.
Oh, wow.
Now you
have that talent.
How can I put it?
Escaping.
Why are you accusing me falsely?
You know, Mr. Dante, I think you should be brief, explain your point.
They are asking me relevant questions.
Don't be rude.
But you have answered. They are irrelevant, but you have answered. Thank you for your answers, for irrelevant questions.
You know what I think? I think these are the professional officers, professional DCI. They know how to investigate. You might not know whether they are using that trick maybe to get you. You know. So anyway, okay. Continue, Mr. DCI.
Senior Day.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people, or this kind of a person, misjudge me for my smiling nature.
You are a smileable man.
But let me tell you.
Okay.
Collins.
I'm listening.
You are not the first person. I have seen so many people trying to play games around me.
Okay.
But I'm giving you this for free. There is no room for a traitor.
Give you enough time, Mr. Officer.
No room for a traitor?
Why are you calling me a traitor?
I have not called you a traitor. I have said there is no room for a traitor. I have not said that you're a traitor.
I'm seated here.
Yes.
You've denied me to sit on the chairs because you're accusing me for treating my boss, for betraying him. After all this time that I've been loyal.
You have been loyal. How loyal have you been? Just tell us. Just try to count some loyalty incidences that you have been loyal to him.
This has no or has nothing to do
stop it then. If you cannot tell us how loyal you have been to your boss or how many times you have been loyalty, you are telling us nothing.
Mr. Officer,
you are telling us nothing.
You've gone through the book of law and you understand how the section 77 of Kenyan Penal Act suggests that every convicted or alleged person has impaired freedom of expression and speech.
Express them.
You are cutting my statement.
You cannot just waste our time here trying to defend yourself. I'm not wasting my time. Whereas you are giving answers that we want.
Then ask me relevant questions.
Which relevant questions that I've asked you?
So you want me to explain my loyalty?
But then you have given us relevant answers that we needed from you.
Then why don't you go straight to the point than calling me a traitor, calling me a betrayer? And I've worked.
Who has called you? Who has called you?
So who is a betrayer between the five of us?
You are the one to tell us. That is why you are here.
Now, how do you want me to tell you? Trying to put a load on my head that I'm the one who allegedly, alleged is just a word used for a suspect. You are alleging me to have convicted, guiltily made the criminal escape from the car. Have you gathered, proven that I am the one who did that, and under which circumstances?
No, Collins.
You've not given me time to, you didn't even on the field give me time to express myself. Now, still I'm here. You are not giving me enough time to express myself. You are asking me irrelevant questions.
How many hours do you need to explain yourself?
Answer that to the officer.
It can't even take an hour.
Okay, explain yourself.
It's less than an hour.
Okay, explain yourself.
Okay, Officer Njagi.
Don't call us names. Just explain yourself. You are the one to explain yourself without calling us.
I know you have family. I know you have families, and you know how painful it is to lose someone you love. You know how it might feel, how it feels to when someone you love is taken away all of a sudden. I don't know if you've gone through my history. Maybe my boss has explained it to you.
Stop from there. We don't come here to discuss about your past or about your history.
I'm telling you whatever happened.
Listen, gentlemen. Listen. We didn't come here for you to explain about your past.
Or your family issues.
Or your family issues.
Okay, this story.
No, don't give us stories.
No, don't give us a story.
I'm explaining. Why don't you give me time?
If we need a story,
why don't you give me time, sir? Why don't you give me time to explain myself?
To explain nonsense.
Is this nonsense? So my family is nonsense. Do you know my daughter is in the hands of the goons?
No. Listen.
I have a daughter.
We don't come here.
Have you reported that your daughter is in the hands of the goons?
When will I explain and you have taken me to the cell?
How did you come to know that your daughter is?
To give you time to explain.
You might be even abducting your daughter. Quite interesting.
Okay. So Njagi, your laughter tells something to me. You are happy when I'm sad inside.
Yeah, because I have dealt with such kind of people like you who are trying to tell us nonsense.
Okay, so my daughter to me doesn't mean any important to you. So you are trying to save lives, but my daughter is in danger, and you are saying it's nonsense, right?
Give us the OB. Will you report kwa nani that your daughter is in
When would I report it? And you took me to the cell. You never gave me time
there
to
are
express
officers there
myself.
who would have.
So will I been calling in the cell that officers, my daughter is kidnapped?
Now,
or is abducted because of this and this issue?
Listen, if you have a daughter.
Why are you laughing?
No, listen, young man. Don't be silly. If you have a daughter.
With the story of your daughter.
Officer Charles, if he has a daughter, he has a wife.
What we need to know.
Did the wife also call your family, report that case?
Don't try. Don't try to confuse us with the story of your daughter. The story of your daughter, it's for another day.
It's none of our business right now.
Yeah.
Tutakusaidia kupata mtoto wako, but tell us what we want right now. It's true that your daughter is kidnapped.
The way we want to help you to find your police.
Officer, my daughter is with Jorea.
What we need here, our business is not about you.
Tutatupatia hiyo story baadaye. Tutakupatia time, but for now, tell us how did you get in the car?
We'll find your daughter.
Ya senior day. Ulijipata aje kwa gari yako?
We'll find your daughter.
Together with the goon.
Okay.